a look now at our Southwest Airlines starting lineups. Southwest Airlines, official airline of the NBA and the Sonics. For the Wolves, it'll be Sam Cassell, Trenton Hassel, Michael Olowokandi, along with Latrell Sprewell and Kevin Garnett up front. The Sonics will have Antonio Daniels and Ray Allen at guard, Vitaly Potaphenko in the middle, flanked by Rashard Lewis, and starting tonight will be Calvin Booth. And now a look at our Miller Lite marquee matchup. Miller Lite, great taste, less filling. Miller, good call.
Marquee matchup tonight, Kevin Garnett, a guy that plays this game with a tremendous amount of passion, loves to get out and run, and he's going to finish strong in transition. The guy plays with a tremendous amount of tenacity inside. 2 or 3, 4 people can't stop him. The guy is just tough as nails, and when all else fails, if you stop him inside, he'll just take it outside. And he's a tremendous player. What the Sonics have to do tonight, they've got to be physical against Kevin Garnett. They've got to run 2 or 3 people at him every time he gets the ball inside. As Vitaly would say in so many words, put the wood on him, force him into turnovers, beat him, bump him, scratch him, pull his trunks down, anything to keep Kevin Garnett from getting off, because he's been sensational here at the key.
Well, he's got a lot of help now. Michael Olowokandi is back. He is healthy. So is Wally Szczerbiak and Troy Hudson. Kevin Garnett in the last 5 games here at Key Arena, and the Wolves are 1-4. Nonetheless, he has averaged 24 points, 12 rebounds, 4 assists, shooting 61% from the field. Billy pretty well outlined how you defend him. Nate McMillan, any thoughts on that? The Minnesota Timberwolves allowing teams an average of just 89 points per ball game, and opponent field goal percentage of 41%. Booth will step in against Kevin Garnett. Here is the tip, and it is poked in the backcourt to Sam Cassell. Our officials tonight are Steve Jobby, Scott Foster, and Jason Phillips. Minnesota basketball and Kevin Garnett. He's had terrific games in the last 4 outings. Huge scoring numbers. Sprewell in the key gives it to Olowokandi, backing down on Booth. Outside, cross-court pass intercepted by Ray Allen, playing the passing lane of Cassell. Allen the other way, drifts to the baseline. Flings it outside to Lewis. He'll steer it over to Daniels, and the Sonics set up in the half court with a Minnesota turnover. Allen to the left side with a left-hand dribble, bounces over to Booth. Pump fake Sprewell off his feet, makes the extra pass up top to Daniels, comes in deep, feeds to the baseline. Vitaly will release, miss, rebound Ray in deep. His shot blocked away from behind by Garnett, wrestled free by Olowokandi and out of bounds. Jabbed away by Allen. It'll be Minnesota basketball.
And that first possession was an example of not being able to score early and playing late on the shot clock, but they couldn't convert.
Here comes Sam Cassell with it. Lobs it low to Garnett. Drop step spin. Spins back baseline. Fading. Firing. Won't go. Rebound to Calvin Booth.
Good defense keeping Garnett falling away and keeping him off the offensive glass.
And I lied to you folks. The early matchup has Vitaly Potaphenko on Kevin Garnett. I thought it would be Booth. It's not. Here's Lewis coming off the screen from Calvin. Calvin rolls to the baseline, on the baseline with 8 to shoot. Outside to Daniels. A square on a 3. Rimming. Rebound deflected. Out on the floor. It's grabbed by Cassell. Potaphenko riding Garnett down the floor. Garnett, however, gets on that block, gets the ball, throws outside to Cassell, off the ball. Trenton Hassel fell. He's wide open beneath the rim. 11 to shoot. Sprewell with the basketball. Dives in deep, double team, leans in. Booth blocks the shot. Grabbed by Olowokandi. Blocked by Booth. Great recovery. Tipped outside. Cassell will handle with 1 on the shot clock. He knocks it down. That's a heartbreaker, Billy.
It certainly is. Tremendous defense by the Sonics, and Calvin Booth plugging up the paint.
Man, 1 block and then recovered to block another one. Nice pass on the wing. Here comes Daniels with it. Curling up top, 13 to shoot across the arc to Ray Allen. Ray gets the screen from Booth. Booth rolls. He's open on the left side. Ray, though, has his problems with Trenton Hassel, a good defender. Finally gets over to Calvin. He throws a wild shot up there, an air ball. Wrapped out of midair by Sprewell. Up it comes to Cassell for the open jumper in transition. Booth with a rebound, his second. Allen will bring it down the left side, chops his steps, goes right to left to the baseline, forces up a shot, and he knocks it down. And he is fouled in the act. Trenton Hassel was all over him.
And that's what he's been doing to offensive players as of late. Trenton Hassel has become the defensive stopper for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Ray Allen getting out in transition, playing early, step back, fadeaway jump shot, plays off the contact, and he's going to the charity stripe for the 3-point play attempt.
Trenton Hassel 6'5". Allen knocks down the free throw. 3-point play for Ray. And the SuperSonics lead at 3-2.
Plays a lot of defensively, a lot like our buddy down in San Antonio.
Bruce Bowen. We didn't want to say his name on the air. We had to. Garnett in deep. Missed the shot. rebound as he was double teamed by Ottawa County on a weak side. Billy for the easy tip in.
And with the double teams occurring, there's going to have to be weak side rotation to prevent the Wolves from second scoring chance opportunities.
Ottawa County already with 3 rebounds. Here's a pass deflected but grabbed out of midair by Ray. In the paint, Lewis finds his baseline jump shooter. Vitaly Potapenko knocks it down.
Sonics moving the ball well here early.
Seattle leads 5-4, and without the turnovers that plagued them on Sunday against Detroit. Inside, the ball jabbed away from Ottawa County by Booth. Ottawa County will grab it. Backs down, spins, fades and fires. No go. All yellow on that rebound. It's Vitaly Potapenko.
And Booth doing a good job after not playing for several games.
Allen in transition for a 3. He's doing great for not having played last Sunday. He knocks down a 3-ball in transition. Sonics 2 for 3. And now a steal as Daniels D's up on Casal. Intercepts a pass. Second turnover on Minnesota. 17 to shoot. Daniels with it. Baseline right to Booth. Nice pass to Vitaly. Into the lane. He had Sprewell on his hip. He laid it in. And Flip Saunders is ready to be tied up down there in front of that Minnesota bench. He came spinning off of that bench and jammed that tee for timeout. And he wants to think about things here with 8:25 to go in the first quarter. And the Sonics opening up a 6-point lead here on the Sonics Broadcasting Network. And Ray Allen off to a terrific start along with the Soups.
Flashing the form that he has displayed so much of the season since his return from the injury list. Comes up with steal, playing the passing lane. Then he's found by Antonio Daniels. He just pulls up coldly behind the 3-point arc and buries one deep.
Minnesota sets up. Sprewell has those rims on his shoes. That's interesting. Bounces over to Trenton Hassel. He knocks it down out of the corner. Pretty good score in his day at Austin P there in Kentucky, Billy.
One of the leading scorers in the country, and now he's turned out to be a stellar defensive player.
And that's something. Formerly of the Chicago Bulls with a basketball. Daniels, 12 to shoot. AD beyond the 3-point arc. Sonics lead 10-6. Potapenko, nice pass to Lewis. Excellent pass out of the double team. Garnett was there. Booth was wide open. Lewis scooped it to him for the slam.
Sonics with 4 assists here early, 0 turnovers. What a difference from Sunday.
Big difference. Casal with it. Finds Sprewell. Nope, underthrew him. The ball was deflected and went out of bounds. It'll be Sonic basketball on the 3rd Minnesota turnover.
And Minnesota 2nd in the league with fewest turnovers. Sonics playing physical defense, one of our keys to the game.
Daniels hopefully feeling better after that big collision last week with Fortson in Dallas. Throws cross court to Allen for 3. No go. Off the front rim. Long rebound grab by Sam Cassell. Before that Detroit game, remember, the Sonics were in it in 3 tough games against quality teams. Here's Garnett throwing out of a double team across the baseline right into the Sonic bench at the feet of Brent Berry for the 4th Minnesota turnover.
That looked like an exact replay of the play that we showed in the marquee matchup. Pressure on Garnett, inside physical play, forcing him to turn the ball over.
Now the Sonics have got to take advantage of the Minnesota miscues because there won't be many by game's end. Here's Daniels with it. Up top, high post to Booth. Scoops back to AD. Hesitates. Double clutches and missed the 3-pointer. Appeared he was never sure of that one, Billy.
Kevin, I think his side is still bothering him quite a bit.
Sprewell drives into the lane, went up against 2 defenders, tried to scoop it up, would not go, but is fouled, and he'll shoot 2.
And just as Elise was talking about prior to the start of the game with Latrell Sprewell, he's been struggling as of late. The minutes kind of getting to him. But if you allow him to get out in transition, he is a very dangerous scorer.
Having a terrific year from the standpoint of durability. Just one of 2 Timberwolves to play in every ball game this year, Latrell Sprewell. Sprewell, 63 games logged in. And what has he done for them? Well, he's played 38 minutes a game and has averaged 17 points, only 4 assists, 4 rebounds. Interesting number that Elise threw out there a moment ago, averaging 20 points on the road. One of the most prolific scorers on the road in the NBA. Sprewell, however, misses the 2nd free throw. Sonics with a recovery, leading by 5, and they set up in the half court. Allen high on the left beyond the 3-point arc. Hassel watching him. Up top it comes to Daniels. Potapenko will screen. Now he'll drop down low. On the opposite side, Lewis will get it on the block. Back into a double. Hook pass cross court to Daniels over to Booth. Takes 1 stride into the body of Ottawa. Candy missed the shot, but Potapenko there to tap it up and in.
And the Sonics cashing in on the Timberwolves double team with the offensive rebound and the put back.
Minnesota now on the attack. Cassell trying to find an opening, but Daniels keeping him right in front of him. Slipping the screen is Garnett outside the Sprewell. Drew Lewis off his feet, leans in and sinks a mid-range runner from the baseline. Beautiful.
My sentiments exactly.
14-9 the count. Sonics on the baseline. It's Allen. Ball spiked away as it got by Assel. In came Garnett, hovering like a helicopter to spike it out of bounds. Brent Barry now will come in. He will come to get Antonio Daniels, and the crowd applauding the return of Brent Barry.
Kevin, as much as we talk about Garnett's offense, his defense is not too bad either.
14-9 the count, 5:45 to go in the first quarter. Sonics lead with the leather. Barry will pass, get the pass on the baseline, set it up for Calvin from 10 feet. That one rolls off. That was a shot the Sonics have got to hit. Booth is 1 of 4. Garnett says, hello, Brent. Sets a solid screen on Barry, frees up Cassell for the Jimmy, and he knocks it down.
And that's part of containing Cassell in transition. The drag screens late is what frees him up.
Garnett gave him a pretty good jolt. Barry underthrows Allen. Ball deflected, grabbed by Garnett. Long lead pass to Sprewell. Barry is back. Sprewell to the glass, will finger roll it in, and the Sonics call a timeout. 14-13 count.
And now the Wolves starting to turn up the pressure with their defense. Garnett with the block, a couple of turnovers, and the Wolves on a 6-0 run.
14-13 score. The Sonics leading here by 1. Barry and Allen trying to get back on the same page. They've not played together in competition since late January here on the Sonics Broadcasting Network.
Well, Minnesota starting to heat up here. They started the game 2 of 8 from the field, Kevin, and since that point they are 4 of 4 shooting 50% and starting to tighten up on the defensive end.
Sam Cassell really going to get after Brent Barry, playing with that right hand in a glove. To the baseline comes Brent. Throws a bullet pass outside intended for Vitaly Potapenko, went off his fingertips out of bounds. Second Sonic turnover. There's the glove on the right hand of Brent Barry for protection. I'm not sure how much protection that thing's going to afford.
Well, if the glove don't fit.
That's what the man said. 14-13 the count. Cassell with it up high on the left. Looking for Garnett. Garnett will get it. Turn and face up. 13 to shoot. Garnett to the baseline. Backs in deep. Turns, hovers, fires. 10-footer no. Ball poked off glass by Garnett, but recovered by Brent Barry. Bones up in the front court. Whips it to Radmanovic. Over to Lewis for 3. Got it. He threw a beauty. A floater out of the corner over Kevin Garnett for Rashard Lewis. Puts Seattle on top by 4. Sprewell will enter it to Garnett. He'll turn and look. Checked by Radmanovic. Garnett backs in. Double team by Brent. Cross court to Cassell. Over to Spree. Running at him is Lewis. He nails a 3-pointer. Sprewell says right back at you.
Well, and Garnett slips through the double team and gets the ball to the weak side of the floor, which hurts the Sonics and has hurt them all year.
Sprewell with 8. Lewis outside. Brings Garnett with him. 13 to shoot. Lewis 6'10" is dwarfed by Kevin Garnett with his length. Potapenko screens for Allen off the pick. He's poised. He pops. He hits. Ray Allen knocking it down. 3 of 6. He has 8 points.
And it's good to see Ray Allen back into his shooting rhythm.
Yeah. 19-16. Seattle leading. Cassell hurries a shot. Missed it. Mad Dog Mark Matson with a rebound. Picked up as a free agent from the Lakers. Sprewell for 3. No go. Rebound to Ray Allen. Looking down the floor. Allen spots Barry in the front court. Here it comes. Hard dribble. Crashes into Cassell. And a charge called on Brent Barry. But you know what? That's a good one. That's going to loosen up Sam Cassell a little bit. That hurt him as much as it hurt Brent.
It did, but Brent Barry in the game showing his rust a little bit, Kevin. He's had possession of the ball 4 times, and he's had 3 turnovers.
Yep. Hard passes, no touch, and maybe a bad decision there trying to go where really there was no opportunity to get by Cassell.
And Sam, give credit to Sam Cassell for being wise and knowing the movements offensively of Brent Barry.
He's a wily vet. He's an all-star this year for the first time. Here's Garnett straightening. Pump fakes, leans in. Barry comes over to double along with James. Cross court to Cassell out of the corner. He got it. So again, they whip it from the post into that corner in front of the Sonic bench. This time it's Cassell with the 3. And Minnesota now is 2 for 3. And they have tied the game at 19.
And Garnett plays so tough out of double team.
Here's Allen right side. He'll turn and fire up. A shot, had to hurry it. Cassell running at it. Missed it. Rebound to Garnett. Out it comes to Sprewell. Jabbed away by a double team. Nearly lost it out of bounds. He recovers it. Feeds low to Matson. Pass to the point. Knocked down. Stolen by Brent Barry. Centering pass to Allen across midcourt. Looking left. Looking right. Spins. Avoids a defender. Laid it up at him with the left hand. Over Mark Matson. Terrific move by Ray Allen.
Oh, sweet. That was sweet.
Allen with 10 points on 4 of 8 shooting. Here's Garnett extending the ball away from the body of James. Turns and faces up with a dribble. Radmanovic comes with a hard double. He throws out of it to Cassell. Another 3. This one pinballs in and out. Rebounded Radmanovic.
Good double team by the Sonics, forcing Garnett to give up the rock.
Barry cruises into front court wide-eyed. He throws across the arc over to Radmanovic. Sneaks by Garnett, muscled out of bounds. Foul on KG along that baseline.
Sonics playing solid defense and making good decisions for the most part offensively. Kevin Radmanovich with the show and go. Sonics trying to manufacture some points out of their defense. They've been struggling as of late, only averaging a little over 88 points per ball game, and they're 1-7 in their last 8 games. Jerome James inside, and Brent Barry, as he does so well, plays the passing lane, finds Ray Allen in transition. Ray Allen with a nifty move inside, reverse dribble, left hand away from the defense, and the score.
Ronald Flip Murray in the lineup now for the Sonics. 21-19 to count. Seattle by 2. High on the left side, Radmanovich enters the Flip Murray. Drop step spin, immediately goes up and under for a reverse that just caught the front iron and won't go. Rebound to match it out to Troy Hudson. Sprewell with it, now to Garnett. Double team, he hooks, he sure did. He hooks, he leans, he's off balance, got to the arms of James, and a foul called on Jerome James. Kevin Garnett will shoot 2.
He got away with the hook, Kevin, but if there is a lesson the Sonics must learn, Kevin Garnett plays with so much energy. Gets the ball inside. Radmanovich and James with the double team. The left arm with the hook right there. He gets in. The Sonics have to learn to play with that same kind of toughness out of double teams. This man, as soon as the double team occurs, he gets low. He looks for the seam through it, either a pass or he steps through it and makes something happen.
He is 5th, or I should say averages 5 assists a ball game. Let's go down to Elise Woodward right now.
Well, Nate McMillan before the game talked about that he wanted to run out this 3-guard lineup with Luke Ridenour, Flip Murray, and Brent Barry. He's going to have Brent play at the 3 position. He really wants this lineup with Waddy at the 4 to get up, push the tempo, and outwork Minnesota. He wants them to get back to playing fast, and this is the lineup he thinks he can do it.
And it's a big lineup, too, with Radmanovich being able to be so mobile on the perimeter, pulling Garnett away from the basket and making him work defensively.
Billy Garnett's first 2 points of the ball game, 0 for 3, but as you mentioned, he's been content to set his teammates up. He has 3 assists. 21-21 is our score. The Sonics in the half court. Ridenour off the screen from James. That one collects Troy Hudson. James rolling, but he'll kick outside to Brent for 3. Won't go. Deep in the well, but popped out. Grabbed by Garnett. Sonics 2 of 5 from 3. Troy Hudson, as quick as there is in the league. End line to end line. And a terrific pull-up jump shooter in transition. He'll give it to Garnett. He'll swing along. That's where you want him to shoot. Long shot, came up short. Rebound grabbed by Ridenour over to Brent. Drop pass to Murray into the lane. Picked up by Garnett. Kicks it to Radmanovich in the corner. Runs the baseline. And before Garnett can get there, Radmanovich takes the rack down.
And I like the fact that Radmanovich has been taking the ball to the hole strong as of late.
23-21 the count. That's right. 1:12 to go in the first quarter. You've got to do it against Garnett.
No question.
With it mid-block, back to the bucket with Murray on him. Sprewell, 11 to shoot. Spree backs, turns, hovers, fires. Got it. Boy, he sent in a beauty that time.
And he used the contact with the right shoulder to free up some space as he faded away.
Spree with 10 in the quarter, 4 of 6 shooting. Wally Serbiak D's up on Barry, kicking it left side to Ridenour. Hesitates off the screen, drives in deep. There's Radmanovich open for 3 off the back rim. Long rebound goes out of bounds right to the feet of the Minnesota bench.
Now, if Radmanovich follows his shot, he gets an offensive rebound and an easy look at the basket with a second scoring opportunity. That time he was so sure it was going in, he started to run the other way. That's confidence.
Here's Hudson coming the other way.
Or foolishness.
Well, or so much concern for Minnesota getting back in transition. You almost concede the rebound. Barry blocks Troy Hudson's endeavors in the paint. Steered outside. Murray on the fly. Gets by Sprewell. The lob came over the top. Murray made the catch, goes to the rim, and jams it down.
Now that looked like a receiver catching the ball in football, playing through the contact, and then getting to the end zone.
Sonics scoring a Minnesota turnover. That is their 5th. Great block by Barry to get it all in motion. Seattle by 2. 11 seconds to go in the quarter. Ridenour covering Hudson. Picks up the dribble to Garnett. Fakes, spins, leans, fires, got it. Kevin Garnett on the move with a spinning jumper.
Oh, that jump shot is softer than drugstore cotton.
That's his first 2. Here's Barry to midcourt, threading his way through traffic. He'll fling it up, and that one's wide of the goal. That ends the first quarter of play. The score, the Sonics 25 and the Timberwolves 25. Back in a moment on the Sonics Broadcasting Network. 5 count as we get ready for the second quarter of play. Good Sonic defense got them off to a nice start.
Yeah, they forced 5 turnovers, and Brent Berry comes in the game and gets a block with that Earl Anthony bowling glove on, and they get out in transition as a result. Flip Murray with a great catch and a finish as Kevin Garnett can only look helplessly as a Sonic scoring in transition. And then Kevin Garnett comes back, great spin move, just elevates over the defenses, hangs, scans a couple people in the crowd, knocks down the jump shot to tie the ball game.
Brent with a basketball timing play. Murray curling off the screen, sent down low from James. He drew the double team, gives to Jerome, and with a great deal of angst and anger, he slams it down. A sledgehammer thrown down by Jerome James.
I said put your hand down.
27-25, the Sonics with a lead. That'll loosen things up. Sprewell with the ball up top. Throws right side to Serbiak coming off the Berry screen. Works to the Maxson pick. Playing over the top of the screen is Berry. They floated up top. Sprewell on the run. That shot counts. Caught some rim. Kicked crazily off the 10 and then rolled in. He is fouled by Murray and will shoot for the three-point play. Nate says from there, 27 all the count.
Kevin, just as we expressed some concern, Sprewell has been struggling as of late. He averages 20 points on the road, and he's picking up here, getting into the paint, going to his left, a tough circus shot, playing through the contact, and Sprewell right now with 12 points and 13 minutes to play, 5 of 7 from the field.
Here is Spree to the line. Check out the shoes. When we get a chance, we'll have the crew check out the shoes. We got to get a shot of that when we get a dead ball. Well, yeah, those are shiny. That's a nice shot. Way to go, camera crew. But when he stops, that's when those wheels start rolling on his shoes. Mid-block with it. James down low on Oliver Candy. Turns, sweeping hook of 10. Came off the rim. Rebound grab by Wally Serbiak. Hudson is picked up in backcourt by Rednour and steers him right to the trapper. Amanovich reaches in, nearly ripped the ball. Troy Hudson goes down, and there's no walk called. They call a 20-second timeout before he fell to the floor. That's either a walk or a foul, says Nate McMillan. Which is it?
A walk. Yes, absolutely a walk or a jump ball, Kevin.
Yeah.
They caught him in the corner. Radmanovich and Luke Rittenauer extending the defense, playing physical, trying to rip the ball away, and it looked like a jump ball at first. Luke Rittenauer says, what gives?
20-second timeout called by Minnesota. Well, the spirit is there. The fire, the hunger that was lacking on Sunday. Granted, the Sonics playing without Brent Berry, without Ray Allen, as it turned out. Flip Murray with back spasms as well.
It wouldn't have mattered who would have played Sunday. The Detroit Pistons came in here on a mission, and it was accomplished.
They were ready to dismantle people.
Oh, they opened up the can of whoop them.
Now is the time for you to place a deposit on the 0405 Sonic season tickets. For only $200 a seat, you can ensure the seats of your choice for the 0405 Sonics campaign. Call our operators now at 206-283-DUNK, 206-283-DUNK, and reserve your 0405 Sonic season tickets. Freddie Hoiberg in the lineup now for Minnesota. He had a terrific game the last time the two clubs got together here in Seattle. He'll bring it inbounds to Troy Hudson. 10 to shoot now for Minnesota. Hoiberg swings it over to Sprewell. Through a double team, finds Hudson. Fakes, leans on Rednour, fires and hits. Hudson with a jimmy.
Part of the Zoo crew that's been averaging about 27 points per ball game. The Sonics have to contain the Timberwolves bench.
17 to shoot for the Sonics. Trailing Minnesota by 2. Murray tests the baseline defensive Oliver Candy. Oliver Candy there deflects the ball off a flip, goes out of bounds for the 4th Sonic turnover.
Little space and nowhere to go. Give it back up, move the ball around the horn. A good formula for the Sonics. In the first quarter, they have 7 assists tonight, 4 turnovers.
Hudson comes to midcourt with it. Pitches over to Wally Serbiak. Fakes right, moves left, but Radmanovich with him over to Hudson. Hudson a two-man play, kicks up top to Sprewell, fires it over to Hoiberg, hands off softly to Sprewell, low block left, backs down on the smaller Murray, leans, missed it. Tough defense down there by Murray. Rebound control by the Sonics, and Rednour the other way. Hard dribble, finds a seam, into the lane, protected the ball with a body from Sprewell, and then laid it up and in. Great play by Luke.
Excellent defense starts that play, and then Luke Rittenauer, as he always does, Kevin, accelerating the pace of the game.
29 all the count, 9:49 to go in the half. Sprewell up top. Chest pass left to Serbiak for the jumper, no. Rebound control by Murray. Minnesota shooting 46%. The Sonics 13 to 27, 48.
And that 46% is what they shoot on the year. They're lead the league in field goal percentage.
Good pace to this game. Allen off the screen. James rolling. Tried to finger roll it up over Oliver Candy. blocked away, but he is fouled, hacked on the forearm, and James now will get 2.
Sonics with solid defense on the last defensive sequence by Sprewell, and then Luke Ridnour never stopped in transition, and as he always does, makes a smart play, goes to the basket, puts his body between the ball and Sprewell, and he scores inside. Sonic with 16 points in the paint.
James knocks down the first. The second is rolling around, and it falls in, and the Sonics take the lead back at 31-29. 9:28 to play in the half. Troy Hudson sprinting into front court with Ridnour right on him. Ridnour has got a switch now on Serbiak, and Radmanovic comes out on Hudson. 12 to shoot. Cross court, they go to Hassel, off the screen by Oliver Candy, over to Hoiberg for the J. Nope, rebound tip. Over here to Serbiak. Serbiak will control it. Throw up top to Hudson. He's covered by Murray now, digging down, forcing Hudson to spin, lean in, try to arc up a scoop shot over the defenders, but walk with the basketball. The turnover on Minnesota is their 6th.
And the Sonics playing very solid defense. Good move by Troy Hudson to try to get by the defender that time, but solid contact all the way creates the turnover in the wall.
Minnesota averages just under 13 turnovers a ball game, 2nd fewest in the NBA tonight with their 6th already. James will screen high. Allen off the pick. Rolls in deep, double pumps. Hassel blocks the shot. Allen got it back and laid it in with the left hand.
Well, he was hassled by the defense, but he stayed with the shot and was rewarded with the tenacity.
5 for 10. Allen with 12 points. And the rest shows. Here now is Serbiak. Pump fakes, goes to the glass. Left it short over Radmanovic. Rebound controlled by James. Outlet pass to Ridnour. Wants to quicken the pace. Flings it left side of Radmanovic. Steers it back to Ridnour. Cross court to Murray. Good ball movement over to Ray. Back to the bucket. Finds a floater in the paint. It was James. Lost the dribble, but right to Murray. Murray spins away. Finds James from 15 feet straight away. The big fella knocks down a Jimmy.
And the Sonics bench playing well here. Jerome James with 6 points in 8 minutes of play. Ridnour doing some good work by accelerating the pace of the play. The Sonics want to play fast.
7-0 Sonic run to take a 35-29 lead at 6 on the Sonics Broadcasting Network. Yo, they're one building right now, Billy. It feels good.
It certainly does. Sonics playing well, and their bench giving them a lift. Flip Murray gets a pass outside to Radmanovic. Radmanovic probes the baseline and then finishes over the tough Minnesota defense. And then Jerome James getting in the act. Finished one big inside, but decides to take his game outside, trying to imitate the big ticket Kevin Garnett. Sonics bench outscoring the Wolves 12-2. The Wolves bench known as the Zoo Crew.
That's saying something, Billy. And as you mentioned, they put big numbers on the board. Hudson with it at the point, over to Trenton Hassel. Throws to Oliver Candy on the baseline, double. Out on top to Troy with 6 to shoot. Finds Garnett coming to the top. He'll throw outside to Hassel. Arcs a high one up and in. Trenton Hassel on the 4th assist of the game from Kevin Garnett.
They just throw the ball up to him in the middle of the zone, and he typically makes the right play.
Garnett with 4 assists, 4 points. Ridnour with the ball up top. James steps into Hudson, gave him a jolt. Ridnour off the screen, drives. His pass to James is disrupted and a foul called. This one is on Troy Hudson on the reach-in on Luke Ridnour.
James set a solid screen on Hudson, freeing Ridnour up to rumble to the paint. That's been a really good connection there, Ridnour and James off the bench. Jerome James plays with so much more confidence, and Ridnour gets him the ball in the right spot at the right time.
And Billy, this is a key matchup for the Sonics. Ridnour on Hudson. Hudson has stung the Sonics in the past. Radmanovic cross court to Ridnour, open J, got it, he fills it up. And again, the Sonics, once they rotate the ball, get a good look at the bucket. That time Ridnour, a floater from long range.
And that's something they didn't do or couldn't do against Detroit. Move the ball and share it.
Not enough hands and eyes out there on Sunday. Tonight, they're at full strength. Oliver Candy, turnaround jump hook rolling up. Rebound grab by Ray Allen. Allen with 12 points already tonight. Hard dribble, puts the arms into the chest of Trenton Hassel, stops up top, bounces over to Jerome. Overplay by Oliver Candy. He's able to deflect it out of bounds. This will be Sonic ball with 15 to shoot.
Sonics, in their effort to create a fast tempo here, they've got to get better spacing and transition and allow Ray Allen to work on the defense, not bring 2 players together, keep that 15-foot spacing.
Vitale back in for Jerome James. Ridnour off the screen, misdirect, right to left into the lane, a float, scooper, up and in, over. Sam Cassell, that's impressive. Rednauer hung Cassell out to dry on that screen.
And he's still drying as the Sonics bench has outscored the Wolves 16-2.
Rednauer 3 for 3 in a good floor game. Sonics by 8, their largest lead. 6:32 to go in the half. Trenton Hassel up top to Sam Cassell. And a foul call as Cassell gets into it with Rednauer off the ball. The youngster getting under the skin of the veteran.
That's just frustration right now, and that's part of playing physical. When you take this team out of their offensive rhythm, one of the keys of the game, Rednauer getting into the paint. Strong move inside, finishing over Cassell. Sonics attacking the paint with regularity tonight.
7 turnovers on Minnesota. Rednauer blasts off the screen and deep, kicks to Radmanovic, throws to Vitale out there to screen, but he opens up, rolls, gets the pass, leads to the hole, and laid it in. A 14-2 Sonic run.
How about the agility of the Crusher? He did not lay the wood on offense.
But he was there attempting to set a screen and then rolled, slipped the pick, and was wide open. Here's Cassell. Up top to Garnett, head of the key. He's got to start scoring. He feels it, he flies it, he hits it.
Oh.
From the center of the key from 18.
You had a vision, didn't you?
He needs to get rolling. He has 6 points,
No,
2 for 6.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
41-33 the count. Sonics by 8. Rednauer at the top. Coming off the screen, he circles by Oliver Candy, picked up by Cassell, bounces to Vitale, in deep on Garnett, going lefty. Nice move, but couldn't finish off the rim. Kevin Garnett with the rebound. Garnett long strides across midcourt, stops at the top of the key with 17 to shoot. Exchanging passes with Hoiberg off to the right side to Trenton Hassel. On to Cassell, double team. His pitch to the post is deflected. Good save by Hoiberg. Saves it to Trenton Hassel, then gets it back for 3. The Mayor knocks down a 3-pointer.
Good hustle by the T-Wolves on that possession. The Sonics disrupting the offense just as they wanted to do in their game plan.
5-point lead for the Sonics. 5:05 to go here in the second. Allen skipping dribble out on the left side. Vitale first bluffs, now comes to screen Garnett. Leaving Oliver Candy on Allen. He'll drive right to the 7-footer. Throws cross court to Rednauer. 5 to shoot. He'll face. He'll float. The 3-pointer is in and out. Rebound to Oliver Candy. Wolves now down 5. 4:44 to go in the half. Rednauer picking up Cassell as he whirls across midcourt. Handling with the left hand. Straight arming with the right. He spins. The ball hacked away by Lewis. And a foul called. This one on Luke Rednauer. That's his first. Timeout called on the floor. With 4:39 left in the half, the score. The Sonics 41 and the Wolves 36 on the Sonics Broadcasting Network. On the court here at the Key Arena.
All right, thanks, Kevin. The History Channel and Comcast Cable has helped presenting the Hardwood Classics night here at Key Arena on the last throwback night of the year. And to celebrate that, none other than one of the legends in Sonics history, and that is Slick Watts. Kind of an honor to be named the ambassador of Hardwood Classics. I guess they consider you one of the classics.
Well, you know, I gave a lot to the community, and I'm old time. I'm a throwback guy. And,
not an old timer, a throwback. Come on.
I'm a throwback guy, and I gave a lot to the community. And to be a part of the Sonics for all these years and to be part of the NBA is just a tremendous thrill. And to get a chance to watch some of our old films and to let people know that the NBA just wouldn't brought up this for the past and the future, and putting all that together is going to be very exciting.
What is probably, you had so many highlights. When you look back on your career now that it's over, what do you think is the highlight? What do you remember most as the feel-good moment?
I think I had several good ones, but the ones I remember mostly is Detroit Pistons down 8 points with 34 seconds to go and was able to hit 8 points in 34 seconds. I'll never forget that, and the fans was chanting my name, and actually brought tears to my eyes.
Well, it's great. It's great having you here, Slick. Always appreciate your time.
It's always good to be in here, too.
All right, Kevin, Billy, back to you.
8 points in 34 seconds. Wow. He led the league in assists and steals, 75-76. Here's Lewis with the ball up top, 10 to shoot. Minnesota on a 7-0 run as Sprewell's hit a couple of free throws. Butt up, takeoff from the baseline, knocks it down with 4 on the shot clock. Baseline beauty for Vitale, 5 for 7. 10 points in the half, Billy, for Vitale.
And Richard creating off the dribble for his teammates.
Seattle by 5. Sam Cassell with it. Set out high on the left elbow with it. Garnett draws a crowd double. Over to Sam. Working off the Radmanovic screen. 6 to shoot. Sam Iam pulls up. Green, eggs, and ham. Nothing but net.
And he wants to attack more, especially with Luke Rittenauer in the ball game. He's trying to work over the younger player. A variety of moves by Sam Iam.
3:44 to go in the half. Allen, hard dribble into the lane, protects that ball by simply snuggling it on the chest and taking a big 1-2 by Trenton Hassel, finishing with a little masse off the glass. Right-hand runner, Cassell the other way. He attempts the same move, but missed it. Rebound to Vitale. Third rebound for Vitale. Sonics by 5. Allen tees up a 3. Bingo! Ray Allen is on fire. 7 of 12 from the field. 17 points. Fahrenheit 451. Ray Allen.
And temperature rising.
Cassell gives a chop in the jaw to Daniels. Throws inside to Garnett. He tried to reverse it. Blocked by Radmanovich. He comes down with the leather. Centering to Daniels. Tried to scoop it, but Sprewell stepped in the passing lane for the pick. He heads the other way. Into the lane. Bounces to Cassell. Over to Garnett to the glass. Good foul. Allen reaches in. Strips into the ball. Garnett to shoot 2.
Great call, Kevin. Good foul because Garnett was going to do something special in transition. The Sonics playing very physical defense inside and then being physical on the offensive end. When Ray Allen gets to the basket, Kevin Garnett tips down the baseline. Radmanovich with the block. The Sonics get on transition. Sprewell makes a good defensive play, but Ray Allen comes back in front of the T-Wolves bench and knocks one down. 17 points for Ray Allen.
Sonics by 8 with 2:52 left in the half on the Sonics. Sonics held to just 5 turnovers here in the first half, taking an 8-point lead.
Hey, Kevin, the Timberwolves have been holding people in the last 13 games to about 86 points per game, but the Sonics, a good formula, 13 assists here, moving the basketball. Rashard Lewis inside to Booth Radmanovich to Luke Rittenauer. The bench has been splendid for the Sonics tonight, outscoring the Timberwolves 16-5.
Luke Rittenauer, an excellent matchup tonight for Troy Hudson. Hudson has hurt the Sonics in the past with his splendid shooting and his open court play. Radmanovich with a block on Kevin Garnett. It doesn't get any better than that. That block was outstanding, anticipating Garnett's reverse, going up top and spiking it and then coming down with the basketball and leading the break.
The Sonics' weak side defensive rotation has been tight tonight. Allen leads the Sonics with 17. Sprewell with 12. 6 rebounds for Alec Wakanti. 4 assists for Garnett. Look for him to heat up.
Yeah, Kevin at the line. It's 2 free throws. That is inevitable. 4 for 4 from the line. Garnett, 17 minutes logged in, 8 points, 4 assists, 48-42.
It's like death and taxes.
You know it's coming. Here's Lewis outside, and a foul called. This is going to be on the Sonics' Kevin Garnett, or I should say the Wolves' Kevin Garnett, wishful thinking. Second foul on Kevin Garnett. Radmanovich will come out, and the Sonics will send in Brent Berry to team with Daniels and Allen, Lewis, and Potapenko.
Kevin, and I get the sense that the Timberwolves are getting a little frustrated with the physical play of the Sonics tonight on the defensive end, and the Sonics also playing strong offensively.
Which is unusual, but it was one of your keys before tonight's game. You've got to hit before you get hit. The Sonics have done that tonight. Here's Allen off of Vitale screen. Open Jay got it. Boy, that was sensational. Because I tell you what, Cassell gave him a pretty good bump just as he got rid of it. And Allen, 8 of 13, 19 points.
Playing tougher. Maybe he should have the flu every once in a while if he's going to come back and play like this.
Good at this time of the season, even 2 days off is something for a guy that plays as many minutes as he does, isn't it? I mean, that means a lot.
Oh, it certainly does, Kevin. And then with the contact that he's been taking all year, he's been getting beaten around like one of those George Foreman punching bags. And you know that hurts. Good defense inside, Vitale applying the wood, contesting the shot, and then the Sonics getting on the boards. Ray Allen almost has his head ripped off by Mad Dog Maston. Woof.
They call it a jump ball. Seattle by 8, 2:09 to go, second quarter.
Or jump head. Take it off.
He darn near did. Ray wasn't going to let go. Here's the tip. It's deflected out back to Cassell. Reset of the clock for Minnesota. Trenton Hassel with it. Enters to Garnett, double team to Cassell. Cross court to Sprewell for 3. No, too hard. Rebound to Trenton Hassel beneath the rim. He'll leap and slam. 6'5" Trenton Hassel getting off the floor in a hurry. 3 for 3. He has 6 points. Minnesota's within 6. Potapenko up top. 1:47 to go in the half. The Sonics will rotate it out. Brent Berry. Cross-court chest pass to Daniels. Over to Ray Allen beyond the three-point arc. Gives it back to Daniels. They work it with 8 on the clock. Lewis coming off the screen for 3, an air ball. thrown out of bounds. It'll be Minnesota basketball. Just the second attempt of the night by Lewis.
Kevin, if we had an isolation camera on Garnett, he contests every shot. He plays so hard on both ends of the floor. It's fun to watch him play.
He has it high post now, checked by Vitale. He waits, secures the basketball from the clawing Vitale. Hands off to Sprewell and deep on the block. Takes Daniels to the basement. Turnaround Hopper, in and out. Rebound to Lewis. Fought off Garnett to get the leather. Steers it to Barry across midcourt. Flips it to Vitale. He'll spin on Matson, who set his feet. Big collision and a foul called on Vitale for the charge.
I don't know if that move is quite in his repertoire.
I don't think so.
But he tries. It is, as you said, Kevin, if you practice it.
Yeah. Something you
practice it before you try it.
Game is not where you want to create oftentimes. Here's Cassell coming off the screen from Matson. Up top to Garnett, looking for Matson on the roll instead of fling long range, and got it. Another long range bomb by Garnett. This one in the key. 2 of 8 shooting, 8 points for Kevin. And the Sonics lead is trimmed to 4. 50 seconds to go in the second quarter. The Sonics have led by as many as 10. Minnesota briefly held a 2-point lead. Barry on the dribble pitch up top. Swings it back right side of the lane. Lewis, a running right-hander up and in. What a beauty. He went up top and found some space on Garnett and Matson somehow. And he was able to knife between defenders and finish strong off the glass.
Tremendous concentration.
6-point lead now for the Soups. 29 seconds left in the half. Open is Cassell for 3. Missed it. Garnett with a rebound and deep. Laid it in.
Lewis was spectating as the ball went up. Garnett following the flight of the ball. Offensive putback.
52-48. Seattle by 4. 16 seconds left in the half. Allen is at midcourt and he's covered by Trenton Hassel. Coming out to screen is Lewis. Allen off the pick, drives, bounces cross court to Daniels. He's fouled by Cassell. That will stop the clock with 6 3/10 seconds left. And Minnesota had a foul to give there.
And that was evident as Sam Cassell was beat off the penetration by Antonio Daniels.
22nd timeout called by the Sonics. They'll have a chance to get one more opportunity here in the half with 6 3/10 seconds left. Seattle shooting a remarkable 56% on 23 of 41 tonight against a terrific Minnesota basketball team. Second winningest team on the road at 20-10 this year.
A very well played game by both teams, Kevin. The Sonics playing really physical defensively, but I keep talking about their physical play offensively, setting good screens. Rashard Lewis off the penetration by Brent Barry gives the up fake. Concentration as he's being hounded by Garnett from behind, and Mark Matson preventing a roadblock. Good body control by Rashard.
This game marks the return of Brent Barry since his injury January 27th against Dallas. And also Ray Allen, who was sidelined on Sunday because of the flu. But that rest has done him well. 8 of 13. Allen leading all scorers with 19 here this evening. And the Sonics defense has forced Minnesota into 7 turnovers. And the Sonics have scored 8 points off those turnovers.
And they also are outscoring the Timberwolves 26-10 in the paint. And that's because they've been really attacking the basket, making a concerted effort to do so.
Sonics get it in bounds. 4 seconds, 3. Ooh, they had their man open. It was Barry throwing to Lewis, who had snuck down underneath the rim wide open. He threw it by him and out of bounds.
A little too much hot sauce on that one. He was wide open. A design play out of the timeout.
Brent pretty charged up to come back tonight. Here's Sprewell to midcourt. From midcourt, he'll let it fly. That is short. And that would not have counted had it gone. According to the officials, they were waving that one off as he let it go. Second time in the last 9 games. The Sonics have led at halftime, and tonight it's against a terrific Minnesota team. The score, Seattle 52, and the SuperSonics 48 at least on the Sonics Broadcasting Network.
Good game plan here by the Sonics, playing very well. Minnesota now a note to make. They are 37-9 when leading after the third quarter. Kevin Garnett and his team will come out and make a run at the Sonics. The Sonics must withstand that run and the intensity that they'll put out here.
Here comes Allen. Out of backcourt for his last 5 games. His high game has been 25. Calvin Booth with the basketball standing astride the 3-point arc with 11 to shoot. Will hold and look. Waiting, hands to Daniels. Minnesota extending the defense way outside. Garnett with 4 to shoot on Daniels beyond the 3. Finds Potapenko at 17-footer. Catching rim. Garnett rolls to the hole, grabs the rebound, and up comes Minnesota. So the other thing we will see here in the second half is Minnesota extend their defense, and they are going to become much more aggressive, I would think.
No question, and they'll do a much better job of denying Ray Allen the basketball as Kevin Garnett comes out.
Yeah, and he's going to come out and look to score. 5 for 11, 14 points, knocking down another Jimmy at the head of the key. He's hit, by my count, 3 from the center of the key. 52-50. When that happens, Sonics by 2. Allen shakes Trenton Hassel, goes to the rim. Garnett was standing there. The big 1-2 reverse up and under. Laid it up and in off the window. Terrific play by Ray.
The show and go inside.
Allen with 21. Cassell outside, met by Daniels beyond the three-point perimeter. Cassell angles over to the far side, backing down with the dribble, hands off to Trenton Hassel, looking to enter to Garnett. He's got a leap to get it, and then he's double teamed when he lands. He turns, nearly threw it away. Cross court grab by Cassell, out to Spree for 3, short. Long rebound, corralled by Lewis. Outlet pass to Allen, cruising down the left side, enters quickly to Booth, steps by Garnett, wheels it up top to Lewis, head of the key. Starts on Sprewell, but stops, hands to Allen. He's high on the left, slipping the screen. Potapinko rolls to the hole with a basketball. Fall away baseliner from 15, rolling off the mark. Rebound grab by Sprewell.
Good shot by the Sonics. Not getting anything early.
Spree knifes into the lane, challenges Booth. They got a piece of the shot. Came down with a rebound. Outlet pass to Daniels. Daniels with a slow gate into front court. Now a sudden burst of speed off the pick. Stops, looks, hands to Booth in close quarters. Black jerseys all around him. 11 to shoot. Daniels at the point. Feeds it low to Potapinko. Turns, studies on Olowokandi, but flips it outside to Daniels again with 3 to shoot. He's got to create a lob out of the corner. Running to the baseline is up and in. A terrific bailout by Daniels.
Play early or score late.
Oh, man.
Just in the nick of time.
56-50, Seattle by 6. Garnett throws in deep. That's Trenton Hassel's shot. Taken off the glass by Booth, but recovered in there by Olowokandi for the lay-in.
Booth has had a nice defensive presence inside tonight.
A couple of blocks in the first half. Allen off the screen from Vitale, hesitates as Trenton Hassel buffeting him. Hands off to Booth from 18. It won't go. Rebound tipped away. Sprewell make that Cassell with it. Sam in the front court rolling the dribble lazily. Feeds it here to Garnett, and he is shoved from behind by Calvin Booth. That stops the clock at 9:09 here of the third.
Any big player, any player looking at how Garnett functions when he gets the ball inside, he's always expecting the contact, goes up high to get it, protects it, and comes down with it in a very tough position, a triple threat.
Second foul on Booth, and Minnesota will bring it in. 13 to shoot as Cassell gets rid of it to Sprewell down the left side. Nice between defenders, pushes it toward the rim and scores it on the contact. And Latrell Sprewell now will head to the free throw line.
Vintage Sprewell slicing through the defense. And then scoring. Tough shot off balance, beating Rashard Lewis off the dribble, getting between Potapinko and Lewis, playing through the contact. Sprewell with 14 points here in 22 minutes of play.
Sprewell to the line, knocks down the free throw.
Did we get a look at those shoes yet?
Oh, we will. 56-55, Sonics by 1, 8:56 to go in the third. The foul called as Daniels is defended in backcourt by Cassell. Got a piece of him. There are the rims, the wheels on Cassell's shoes, and as he moves, see those little wheels? They move.
Those are actually wheels that he designed for his company that you see on a lot of player cars. Called Sprewell, that's what they call them.
Because they're the only cats that can afford them. Those things are 25 grand a pop, aren't they? Here's Allen working on Trenton Hassel, set out on the left side. He spun, is hacked, and a foul called as Allen tries to shake out the bees that suddenly went up his arm. Aren't those about 25 grand a pop?
I don't know. I haven't investigated them. I usually have a little bit more of a conservative will on my automobile,
yes,
Kevin.
Yes, you do, don't you, Billy?
I do.
Because you have to clean them.
Which I like doing that. I mean, it's therapy.
You like detailing your car.
And I need plenty of that.
Allen misses the free throw. Rare miss by Ray Allen.
You talk about bees going up his arm, and you look at these uniforms of yellow and black. I think about bumblebees.
Yeah, it's a throwback jersey. There's more yellow than gold in those jerseys. Here's Allen with a second one. That flat shot rolls in, so he gets one of the pair. The Sonics lead here 57-55. 8:40 to go in the third. Sam Cassell works in the front court. He's checked by Antonio Daniels. Wheels it over to Sprewell on the baseline. Pump fakes, drives, finds Olowokandi up top. 12 to shoot. He'll turn, fire out to Cassell for the 3. It bumps off the rim short. Rebound to Vitale.
the Crusher having a very solid game on both ends.
4 boards for him. Allen drives to the cup, got Trenton Hassel on his hip, had a step on it, took it, and plunged it. Before Oliver Candy can get there, Allen with a quick flush. 24 points for Ray, and the Sonics by 4. Garnett doubled outside of Cassell over to Spree. An open bomb, he nailed it. He was inside the arc for a 2-pointer.
Rapid ball movement by the Timberwolves. Kevin Garnett quarterbacking out of the low post.
Now Daniels will walk up the floor. He's covered by Sam Cassell. Allen trying to pry his way free. And a foul call on Trenton Hassel, who had a whole bunch of cloth in his hands. Ray Allen said, Ray, that's nice fabric.
But I got to tell you something. Hassel is doing an excellent job defensively on Ray Allen, but he's made his last 6 field goals, and that's very frustrating when you're working that hard on defense.
2-point Sonic lead. Allen with it. Showing outside is Garnett on the screen. Allen will rotate it to Lewis. Off it comes to Vitale on the baseline. Backing down on Garnett. Picks up the dribble. Spins, fades, fires. Baseliner up and in for Vitale, who has now hit 6 of 10 and has 12 points and 4 rebounds.
Was that the Crusher shake inside, like the dream shake?
It was the Crusher just doing what he does. Hitting the baseline Jimmy. 61-57 to count. Oliver Candy back to the bucket. Double team. 12 to shoot. Sonic defense has been good tonight. Candyman throws to Spree. Out of it they go to Garnett. Over to Cassell. Into the lane. Double team. Pops one up and over the clutter and knocks it down.
Sam Cassell getting into the paint. And then the off-balance jump shot over 3 Sonics who were contesting the shot.
Cassell with 13 on 5 for 11 shooting. Allen breaks free of his defender. Pops out up top to get the ball from Daniels. Gives it back to AD at the opposite point. Over to Lewis for the quick jumper. He nailed it. Rashard Lewis, the quiet man, with 7 points on 3 of 4 shooting.
Yeah, he's been very quiet, and he needs to help Ray Allen out here in the second half.
Sprewell comes right down in transition from Garnett for a pull-up 16-17 footer. Sprewell with 17. Those quick strikes hurt you. 63-61, Seattle by 2. Now Daniels with it up top and a whistle off the ball. We have a legal defense at 3 seconds whistle on Minnesota. So the Sonics will get a free throw and possession of the ball with 6:29 remaining in the third. And the Soups leading here 63-61.
And this has been a very rapid pace of this game here in the second half, Kevin. Both teams accelerating the pace of the play. Timberwolves striking in transition. The Sonics getting back the other end. They've got to do a better job of locating Sprewell in transition. And then in half-court sets, they've got to bottle him up and keep him out of the paint. Timberwolves 6 of 10, 60%. Sonics 5 of 8 in this quarter.
And Allen hits the technical foul shot. Seattle will get it inbounds, leading by 3.
Ray Allen with 25 points already. Quiet.
And here's 28, maybe. A 3 is up. That's off. Rebound deflected by Lewis off glass. Kept alive by Vitale, but he flicked it in back to Cassell, who's on the run to Sprewell. Into the lane to the glass. Knifes to the hole and laid it in despite Daniels, who got a piece of the ball.
Rebound and run has been a good formula for the Timberwolves, and Sprewell with 21 points now, exceeding his 20-point average on the road.
Sonics call a timeout, leading Minnesota 64-63 with 6 minutes to go in the third. We'll return in a moment on the Sonics Broadcasting Network. Quarter play, and the Sonic defense has been very, very good tonight. A lot of energy out there, Billy.
It certainly has. The Sonics keeping the paint tight. Sprewell getting inside, and notice 4 jerseys, actually all 5 Sonics in the paint right there, contesting the shots, rotating over Antonio Daniels, and then the rebound, 4 yellow jerseys inside, which leads to a transition basket for Ray Allen as he gets by Hassel and dunks over the Candy Man. Says, put that in your bag of treats. Ray Allen firing away from behind the 3-point arc, and a good formula for the Timberwolves has been getting out long rebound run. Latrell Sprewell finishing in transition. He has 9 points in the third quarter. Sonics up by 1, 64-63.
9 points for Spree here in this third quarter to lead the Wolves to within 1. Seattle will get it inbounds. Daniels.
Yeah, he's going on a scoring spree, so to speak.
Here's Allen now. He'll floor direct center of the floor with 10 to shoot. Working on Cassell, spinning with 8 to shoot. Double team, bounces over to Lewis. Left side 3 is up and it is in. Nothing but net on that one.
And Lewis starting to make a valuable contribution at the right time.
Lewis with 10 on 4 and 5 shooting, and the Sonics by 4. 5.5 minutes to go third quarter. Sprewell hard cut into the lane. Kicks it outside to Trenton Hassel. Back to Cassell on the left side. Gets a screen from Madsen. Turns off the pick. Boop steps out. Blocks the shot. It comes right to Ray Allen. Scanning on the backcourt. Bounces ahead of Daniels. He'll slow it up on the left wing. Allen comes to a spot on the left side. Gets the ball. Fires and hits. Just inside three-point range. Good golly. He's on fire with 11 of 17. 27 points.
Trenton Hassel is going to have Ray Allen nightmares when he goes home tonight.
8 in the corner for Ray. The Sonics lead by 6. 12 seconds left on the shot clock. 5:01 to play in the third. Garnett turns, faces up. Sweeps it left side, leans in, feathers one up. No. Madsen had it, but it's picked away by Calvin Booth. And a loose ball foul called inside of Calvin Booth.
Calvin Booth helping out on the penetration of Garnett. Then trying to keep the Wolves off the offensive glass, but tough Sonics defense. Lewis on the perimeter defending Cassell. Calvin Booth with another block, a deflection off the pick and roll, and then Ray Allen off to the races. And then Trenton Hassel hustles out just to get a three put right in his face by Ray.
Minnesota sets up. Cassell closely guarded by AD. Bounces up top to Spreewell, 13 to shoot. Spree turns, knifes in between defenders, has to hurl it outside of Garnett. Sidesteps Vitale, centers the shot at the rim, missed it. Loose ball foul call on Garnett as he slapped at it. Daniels had position, went to the floor on the third foul to Kevin Garnett.
Good hustle play by Garnett, chasing down the offensive rebound after the miss. But Antonio Daniels, Brent Berry, and Ray Allen as a guard core do a tremendous job of rebounding in that free throw line area, an area they must protect.
Daniels has done a terrific job of keeping Sam Cassell in front of him. 18 to shoot now, and here's Daniels whirling in, drawing the D, setting up Lewis out of the corner, another three. This one is short. Trenton Hassel with a rebound, on the lead to Garnett, under through the pass. Radmanovich reaches in, steals the ball. Foul call on Radmanovich in the open floor.
Good hustle by Vladimir, getting back. Transition defense very critical against the Timberwolves. They run at the opportune time. Hassel pushing the ball. Garnett out ahead of the pack, and Radmanovich comes from behind and slaps it away. I don't think that was a foul.
Sonics by 6. Minnesota sets up, 4:15 to go in the third. Garnett outside to Spreewell, top of the key. Steps into a three and nails it. Spreewell has kept Minnesota right there. 24 points for Spree, 10 of 17 shooting from the field.
He is in the zone, as they say right now.
12 in the quarter. Here's Allen on a lob in deep. His shot is blocked by Trenton Hassel. Grabbed by Minnesota. Cassell on the push. The pull-up Jay Note. Rebound. Grabbed around the shoulders by Potapinko. Over to Daniels. Long lead pass to Allen. Blew the layup. Came up with a rebound. Circles out into the corner. Throws outside of Radmanovich. The extra pass to Lewis for three. No. Flat shot. Bounces off into the hands of Sam Cassell. Up the floor. Ridden by Allen to the baseline. Beat it outside of Trenton Hassel. Bump it in low to Madsen for the two-hand jam.
One of the few defensive breakdowns for the Sonics this evening in transition. Sam I Am with a good find to Mad Dog inside.
69-68, Seattle by 1. 3:24 to go third quarter. You can excuse Allen. He's been red hot tonight. 11 of 19. 27 points. Allen with it on the baseline. Side step Spreewell beneath the rim. Finds Lewis out of the corner for another jumper. No. Potapinko, terrific rebound. Reaching out to snare it. Sonics set it back up. Daniels at the center of the floor. Vitale with his 6th rebound. That was a beauty. Here's Daniels now looking to go low to Vitale, and they call a foul inside.
Vitale had Mad Dog on his back. Trying to seal him off. A little aggressive inside. He's in good position there. Madsen just below him. Little push off with the left arm. Not enough contact to call that. Madsen with a little acting there. He spent some time with the Lakers.
Third foul on Potapinko. Now Minnesota will bring it in bounds. Brent Berry is in. Spreewell will float a three. That one pinballs off into the corner, and it's tracked down by Ray Allen. He smiles as he glides to midcourt, getting it back from Brent Berry. Hard cut, left to right, into the lane. Zerbiak riding it. Gives it low to Vitale. Lost a handle on it. Now maintains the dribble. Turns, leans in on Garnett. Powers up a hook. Wouldn't go. Rebound to Mark Madsen. The outlet pass comes to Troy Hudson. Minnesota can take the lead with 2:30 remaining. Spreewell open cut to the baseline. Turned away by Berry. Finds Hudson in the corner. Picked up on a switch by Lewis. Garnett screens. Hudson off the pick. Cross court to Zerbiak. He's met by Allen. Hudson with the basketball. Over to Serbiak. Up on him, Lewis. Down low, Garnett with it. 4 to shoot. Kevin whirls, faces, fades, fires, hits at the buzzer to give Minnesota the lead with 2:07 remaining in the third.
The ticket in the house.
Well, he got it punched that time. Garnett with 16 points. Here's Barry now with Barry sets the floor with 14 to shoot and 2 minutes left here in the quarter. Lewis on the post battling with Sprewell. Foul called on Rashard Lewis.
2 consecutive turnovers, and this is what has haunted the Sonics all season, Kevin. They have these scoring droughts at the most inopportune times.
Second turnover on the Sonics in the quarter. 9 for the ball game, and Minnesota with the lead at 70-69. 1:54 left in the third on the Sonics Broadcasting Network. Left here in this third quarter, Billy.
Sonics starting to slip backwards here offensively, but Latrell Sprewell has come to life here in the third quarter. He has 24 points, and he has just bombed away from everywhere. Sonics have a tough time stopping him, and then the Sonics have had only really one bad defensive lapse here. Hassel inside to Mark Maxson, slipped him behind the defense for the easy basket. And then Kevin Garnett getting it going, giving the Timberwolves the lead. Points in the paint this half. The T-Wolves outscoring the Sonics 12-4.
Minnesota with the lead, and now the basketball. Garnett comes to it, turns a sweeping hook of 12 feet in the paint. Won't go. Lewis with a rebound, wrestled away by Maxson, but it rolls right to Brent Barry. Up the floor he charges across the 8-second mark. Brings it out along the sideline, looking for Radmanovic on the post-up. They go high post to James. Back to Barry, has a mismatch going with Radmanovic in there on Troy Hudson, but they can't find it. Right side, Lewis drives into Garnett, hands to James, steps up, looking to pack it. Deflected by Sprewell, it comes off the glass. Minnesota on the run.
Get some stick'em.
Hudson crosses over into the lane, trying to go up and under. Shot blocked by Radmanovic, but it rolls beneath the rim to Garnett. He'll lean and lay it up and in.
And a great indication of the kind of scramble play that Garnett makes as the Timberwolves go on a 9-0 run to take the lead.
72-69 is the count. A minute left in the third. Barry holding. Finds Radmanovic in the corner. One on Serbiak. Goes to the baseline. Bodies one up. Shot blocked by Serbiak. Garnett picks it up and feeds to Waller. Outside to Hudson, trailing for 3 in transition. Got it. Troy Hudson heating up. Minnesota on a run now to take a 6-point lead.
And the Sonics in an offensive fog.
Haven't scored a bucket in the last better than 3.5 minutes. Here's Barry, sideline left, bounces up top to Murray. Drives down the right side, angles in. A high banker won't go. Tipped up and in by Jerome James, who timed his jump beautifully. They needed that to pull back within 4. 24 seconds left in the third.
Yeah, they did. Worse than a hog meat slop.
25-70, making a 75-71 count. A 5-point lead for Minnesota. A 4-point lead for Minnesota. Sprewell backs down. Double teamed outside to Serbiak from long range. That's short. Long rebound to the inline. Barry seals off Maxson, which is an undertaking. And Seattle will get possession of the basketball on that hustle play, trailing by 4, but with 7 seconds left.
That's tantamount to watching an 18-wheeler climb up on you in traffic.
Yes, it is. And then suddenly putting on the brakes. Hoiberg will step in for Maxson. And I just back away when he comes near me. You know,
he's like Vitale.
Oh,
he thrives on contact.
But you know, Vitale has got some sense of control over his body. Maxson does not. Here comes Murray with it. 3 seconds left. Bounces low to Lewis. 1 second. Will they get off the shot? They won't. Well, Radmanovic did, but it won't count. Radmanovic got off a shot way outside the 3-point arc and knocked it down. But Steve Javi is ruling no shot. They will review it, however. And boy, would that be large. I don't think he got it off in time, however.
I would concur with the officiating crew right there. Beautiful touch shot by Radmanovic. Sonics moving the ball after fumbling it a little bit, trying to get up a quick shot. But in my humble opinion, Kevin, I would have to agree with you. That shot did come after the shot clock had expired.
Well, the officials in a pretty good mood. They're fairly confident it came way after.
Nice form by Radmanovic. Shoulder squared.
Well, they
see the red lights are lit up there too. So that's one extra pass.
Murray got caught with a crossover, and then struggled to get rid of it to Lewis, who had no opportunity. Minnesota takes a 4-point lead into the fourth, 75-71. Back in a moment on the Sonics Broadcasting Network. Sonics Sasquatch just getting busy on the skins. If I didn't know better, I'd say that's Buddy Rich in that Gorilla outfit.
Oh, he's getting down. Minnesota 37-9 this season when they have a lead after 3.
Zerbiak starts things with a jump around in the corner, and Matson digs out the tough rebound. Feeds to Sprewell, who was a bane for the Sonics in the third quarter. Bounces to Zerbiak, jabbed away by Murray. Out of bounds it goes. The Sonics had a 69-63 lead, a 6 with 5:15 to go in the third. Then Minnesota went on a 12-2 run to take a 4-point lead into this fourth. Sprewell is open in the paint and knocks down a 10-footer. You can see the presence of Garnett magnetized the Sonics. They gravitated right to him. Sprewell at the open J. Rednauer coming off the screen from James. Across the arc to Romanovich. Hard cut left to right. Kick out to Berry for 3. Yeah! Brent Berry comes back for the 3-pointer on the kick-out drive by Romanovich.
And that's been missing over the last 6 weeks. Brent Berry's beautiful outside jump shot.
77-74, Wolves by 3. Sprewell bounces Garnett back to the bucket. Bothered by Rednauer. Checked by James. Throws cross-court to Hudson. Rotate to Spree. Flying at him is Murray. Flying at him is Rednauer. He missed the shot, but Garnett up top like the black helicopter with a 2-hand jam.
He just hung. Can you say levitates?
Wolves by 5. Rednauer off the screen. Opens up on the right side, bringing Garnett with him to Romanovich. Straight away 3 is good. Vladimir going long range, and the Sonics are within 2. 79-77.
Oh, T-Wolves not getting the poking.
10:22 to go here in the fourth, and the Sprewell with 26, Garnett 20. The Sonics led by the 27 of Allen, who is resting on the bench. Garnett inside to Sprewell, held by Murray, and he had just enough on him to force Sprewell into the miss. Sprewell has been the man here in the second half for Minnesota, and he'll go to the line for 2 on the foul to Ron Murray.
We talked about one of our rapid response questions was what makes a good rebounder. We talked about Garnett getting in for offensive rebounds but not being blocked out. Here, he just catches up, gets inside the Sonics defense, and just hangs there. What a tremendous athlete and player to watch. 7'1". He can play like a small forward. He is just sensational.
Let's go down to Elise Woodward. Elise, what did Nate say after 3 quarters to his ball club?
Well, the offense was a bit stalled there to end the third quarter, and Nate just reminded his guys Minnesota's tightening up their defense, especially on screens. They're starting to hold. He wanted the Sonics to be more precise with their cuts, and they're going to have to fake before they use their screens. Since that point, the Sonics have hit 2 consecutive 3-point bombs, Kevin and Billy.
And not only that, they're going to have to be as aggressive and strong offensively as they were in the first half, expecting the contact.
Sprewell knocks down a couple of free throws at 28. Rednauer splits a pair of defenders, drives into the lane. Little teardrop hopper from 10 straight away. No. Rebound grabbed by James. Backs in, fires out to midcourt to Romanovich. Sonics reset with 18 to shoot. Brent Berry handling with Fred Hoiberg on it. Comes off the James screen. James rolls. Romanovich curls to the top. Shakes Zerbiak. Bounces to Murray beneath the rim. Going left down. Reverse. No. Rebound batted outside. Taken by Sprewell on the fly. Angling into the lane. Careens into Brent Berry, and a foul called on Brent Berry. Blocking foul call on Bones by the trail official, Steve Javi. Said he moved into it.
The crowd upset with the call, Kevin, but from this vantage point, Sprewell did a good job of avoiding the screen, making his move just before Brent Berry gets set. A glancing blow right there. Brent Berry with Little Ag falling back. Steve Javi, I think, made a good call right there. Brent Berry putting his shoulder into the offensive player, and that is why it was called a block.
Well, he leaned forward and drew the foul, and Sprewell at the line knocks it down. Sprewell 5 of 7, 29 points. So much for a little slump for Sprewell, Billy. You talked about it before the game, having some difficulty scoring.
However, whenever a player or team comes in and struggles, the Sonics have been their cure-all this year. And Garnett, Cassell, and Sprewell in the game in Sacramento scored 96 of the 112 points.
Sprewell with 30, 2 free throws fall in, and the Sonics trail by 6. 9:27 remaining. Rednauer bounces into the corner to Ray Allen. He fakes, he leans back, fires the banker too hard, rebound Oliver Candy.
And now the Sonics starting to miss shots that they made in the first half. getting inside but not able to convert.
The rim getting smaller. 49% shooting for the Sonics, who are at 56 at half. Hudson bounces over to Sprewell, defended by Radmanovic. Crowd thought it had gone off Sprewell out of bounds, but the officials were there. Give it to Minnesota with 11 to shoot.
And here's where the Sonics have to keep their composure. They're only down by 6, 9:08 to play. Plenty of time remaining to get back into this ball game.
Yeah, it's tight. With it now is Hudson coming off the screen. He'll fade, fire, and hit. Troy Hudson's hit a couple of jimmies here in the second half, coming off the screen. 85-77 count. Minnesota opening it up now with an 8-point lead.
And Jerome James struggling to cover off the pick and roll, unlike Calvin Booth in the first half.
Rednauer comes off the hit, crosses over, blows by Hudson, brings it back to James. One dribble. That was his mistake. That dribble crossed and ball ripped. Picked up off the floor by Hudson to Sprewell into the lane. Hacked by Radmanovic and a foul. Sprewell will shoot 2 more.
And the Timberwolves taking control of this game with their defense, Kevin. Just as I said in the first half, they would tighten it up. And now Sprewell getting a loose in transition where you're so dangerous. Rittenauer gets inside, finds James. He puts it on the floor in traffic. Hey, no, just take it up and pack it. And then the T-Wolves off to the races. Sprewell fouled in transition as he gets through the Sonics defense, is fouled by Radmanovic.
Minnesota up 8 with 8:36 remaining. Back in a moment.
So well for 36 minutes, Kevin, but the Wolves have been on a 22-8 run. Sonics having a difficult time finding the basket. They're getting the shots, unable to convert. And then Minnesota is accelerating the pace of the game, something the Sonics want to do, getting out in transition and outscoring the Sonics here in the paint. Paint 18-6. Whereas in the first half, the Sonics attacked the paint, outscoring the Timberwolves 26-10.
Sprewell hits the first. He has 31 points. Sprewell 5 for 5 from the line here in the fourth. Tees this one up, and that one rolls around and out. Rebound to Rashard Lewis. 86-77. It's a 9-point Minnesota lead. Not insurmountable, but Ray Allen, who has 27 points, and Rashard Lewis, who has 10. Got to get it rolling here. Marion out center of the floor, 12 to shoot. Looking to Ray coming off the screen. Hard cut into the lane. Back to Vitale. He is blocked by Olowokandi from behind, who came down with a basketball. Minnesota the other way. Sprewell threading his way through the clutter. Pushes up a shot too strong. Rebound beneath the rim by Serbiak. He leans back and shoots and scores underneath the defender. And Minnesota leads by 11 now.
And the Sonics starting to fall apart like one of those cartoon characters that gets hit by a sledgehammer in cold weather.
9-0 run by Minnesota. It's the way they had played the previous 3 games before that Detroit disaster on Sunday. Barry on a pick and roll. Finds Vitale opening up in the paint, rolling to the glass and laying it in.
Plenty of time left, but Sonics have to get some stops here, as they did in the first half. Timberwolves shooting too high a percentage here in the second half.
Vitale to 14. Minnesota leading here by 9. 7:31 remaining. Hudson up top to Hoiberg. Fakes the 3. Bounces to Olowokandi on the block. Back to the bucket. Goes to work. Turns. With one hand, he turns and rifles up the right-handed pump.
And Olowokandi has been silent offensively, although he does have 8 rebounds.
Now with it is Allen coming off of Vitale screen on the right. Checked by Cassell. Crosses over left to right to the baseline. Sprewell on it. Beg your pardon. Turns. Goes up and under on Olowokandi. And laid it in with the left hand. He is fouled by the Candyman. Allen will get a shot at pulling the Sonics to within 8.
And Ray Allen, the Minnesota Timberwolves put an APB out on him after the first half. They've been trailing him everywhere, but good offensive execution by Ray Allen as he dips the right shoulder, initiates the contact into the big fella, uses the left hand, the offhand, and gets inside for the score. I'm beating you over here in the broadcast booth, ain't I?
No, you're nothing compared to Darrell Walker or Marcus Johnson. Marcus had about 200 pounds on him. Allen hits the free throw. Allen with 30 points, and Darrell would just hit you to be hitting you.
Doesn't look bony on
because he misses playing. He got to hit something. Here's Hudson, cross-court pass to Hoiberg, in the corner to Sprewell, down low to Olowokandi, 11 to shoot. Candyman spins, works Potapenko to the baseline. Baseballs it outside to Hudson, 5 to shoot. Beyond the three-point arc, Hudson with rhythm. A 3 is up, badly missed. Rebound, Brent Barrett. Outlet pass to Ray. In the front court he comes. He'll quickly drive by Serbiak, go beneath the rim, double pump, knocked down, no whistle. And Nate McMillan gets a technical foul from Scott Foster.
And that's been a slow blow by Nate McMillan as he wanted a foul in one of the previous possessions as Vitale Potapenko was hammered inside, and Ray Allen on a drive to the basket, trying to manufacture something. Gets pushed from behind, no call. Nate McMillan hadn't seen enough.
90-82 count, technical on Nate McMillan. And Allen gambled that he was going to get a call, and he didn't. Hoiberg at the line misses the technical foul shot.
And you know what happens? They say justice. Ray Allen cruising down the left sideline. Goes inside. He actually has Szczerbiak beat and wants to go up, but he takes it under the basket. If he goes up on one side, he probably gets the foul.
He got him with most of that thigh right on the side of Ray Allen.
Looked like,
whistle.
Looked like he was riding him side saddle.
Yeah, no whistle there. 8-point lead for the Wolves, 6:26 to go in the fourth. Minnesota basketball. Hudson off the screen, cross court to Hoiberg. 12 to shoot. The Mayor going to work. Throws over to Garnett. Baseline left, back, spins. Drew Vitale off his feet, but he turns, fires, and rifled it in. Garnett, 22 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists. Minnesota leading by 10. 6:08 remaining in the game.
He's cold-blooded, Kevin.
It's closing time, baby. Rednauer. Cross court to Barry. Takes Hoiberg off the screen. Nice roll. Vitale in deep. Throws to Rednauer. Up top, Allen fakes the three. Skips it over to Brent from 3 out of the corner. No. That one tiptoes off the rim into the hands of Oliver Kendi. That is his make it 10th rebound.
And good execution there. Excellent ball movement, but Brent Perry just a little rusty after the layoff.
Perry 1 of 3 tonight. High on the left side, Hoiberg feeds to Garnett. He'll turn and face up. Vitale's done an excellent job at Garnett. 6 to shoot. Garnett takes him baseline. Lewis there to help. Reaches in. And the foul called. Garnett will shoot 2.
He's an amazing player, Kevin. He can beat you outside. The Sonics really want him to put the ball on the floor, but he's so quick off the dribble, slicing between the Sonics defense and getting to the free throw line.
10-point Minnesota lead. 5:27 left in this one for play, Billy.
We talked about the importance of the Sonics playing physically, defensively, and they did in the first half, but Minnesota has turned the tables. Oliver Kendi with the physical block inside on Patapinko, and then they attack on the offensive end. Sprewell taking the shot, the offensive rebound, and the putback by Wally Z. And the T-Wolves have a 10-point lead, and Sprewell has done most of the damage during the second half, and now Kevin Garnett figures it's closing time.
23 points for Garnett. The Sonics, along with Coca-Cola, invite all Sonic fans 21 and older to join them Saturday, March 13th at the Ram Bighorn Brewery in Seattle to watch the Sonics take on the Orlando Magic. The Sonics promo crew will be there from 3:30 until 5:30 p.m. handing out great prizes. Log on to SuperSonics.com for future viewing party dates and locations. So, Garnett with both free throws, 24 points, 6 of 6 from the line, 9 rebounds, 5 assists. For this all-world player. Rednauer crossing over, taking it in on Hudson, the running right-hander off glass won't go. Rednauer digging for the rebound, put it off the body of Hoiberg and went out of bounds. Seattle possession, 5:09 remaining, with Minnesota leading here 94-82. Barry to bring it in. Gets it to Lewis. Checked by Garnett. Wheels it up top. Here's Allen putting his head down between defenders, running Hoiberg toward the glass and drawing the foul on the reach. To the line comes Ray Allen for 2.
And how about this fourth quarter? The Sonics have only been to the free throw line once, while Minnesota has been there 9 times and converted 7 out of 9.
Second half shooting, Minnesota shooting a red hot 53% on 18 of 34. The Sonics, by contrast, 12 of 32, 38%. And Allen at the line misses his second free throw of the night. 30-point performance in 36 minutes.
And let's remind our viewers and listeners, Kevin, the Minnesota Timberwolves are number 1 in the NBA in field goal percentage, right around 47% as a team.
They've really got it all going in all those categories. They're 5th in free throws, 6th in field goal percentage from 3. And here's an inbound stolen by Rednauer. After Allen hit the free throw, Rednauer in deep, trying to go lefty up on Oliver Kendi, wouldn't go. Ball deflected to the corner to Lewis. 15 to shoot. Allen will. It's a 3 that's up. Dancing off. Rebound grabbed by Hoiberg.
Sonics have gone into, as evident by the second half shooting numbers, 38%. Just stone cold. And we're not talking about Steve Austin.
94-83 count. High on the left side, Hoiberg. Feathers it over here. to Garnett, faces up on Lewis, goes baseline, spins back to the double team of Barry, but throws outside to Trenton Hassel, to Hoiberg, to Hudson for the quick jumper, got it. Hudson again out of the rotation, nails a long J. That's the third time he's done it here in the second half. That's a dimension he gives to this Minnesota team, and they lead by 13.
Lights are dimming.
4:18 remaining in the game. Allen going to work. Lewis comes to screen. Allen off the pick. Jumping out on him now is Garnett. Allen will give to Lewis, who pins Trent Hassel on his hip, drives in deep, laid it in left. He is fouled and will head to the line on the foul of Michael Olowokandi.
Excellent pick and roll play by the Sonics. Rashard Lewis with the double clutch in the finish. I was thinking to myself, Kevin, he should go in there as Olowokandi goes to block it and just posterize him there. But Ray Allen working on the pick and roll play, gets Rashard Lewis inside. Olowokandi comes over for the help. Rashard Lewis switches from right to left and gets the shooter's bounce.
Lewis tonight 12 points on 5 of 9 shooting, and of course he is second on the team in scoring at 18 points a ball game. Lewis's free throw is up and it rolls around and in.
But Kevin, his scoring has been down here over the last 5 or 6 ball games. They need to get him where he's having a couple big nights up in the 20s, up in the low 30s.
Troy Hudson now between the rings. 15 to shoot, 3:56 remaining in the ballgame. Hudson drives in, running right-hander up and in. Troy Hudson with a mad dash into the paint. And then the Sonics on the inbounds, thrown away. Rednauer from Barry couldn't clutch that pass, went out of bounds.
Junior roster man. Troy Hudson getting it done off the bench with 11 points in 18 minutes, 5 of 8 from the field. Luke Rittenhauer with the pressure. He just rolls away from the pressure into the paint, uses his quickness, back to the basket, and then a wild shot, and he gets a nice touch. Nice bounce off the rim.
Hudson out of Southern Illinois, now his 7th year, tees another one up. A long-range jumper missing, rebound to Garnett. Garnett now with 9 rebounds, and Minnesota starting to cruise. 3:32 remaining in the ballgame. No, that's 10 for Garnett. 24 and 10 now for Kevin. Going to the baseline, he's double-teamed. Throws outside to Spree, sets his feet, fires the 3, in and out. And a foul called on Lewis as he ties up with Garnett, and Garnett couldn't get off his feet.
And Garnett had worked himself into inside rebounding position against Rashard Lewis. So difficult to defend. Goes to the baseline. Rashard Lewis locks him up. Ray Allen comes over the double team, forces it out to Spreewell. Spreewell can't convert the 3, but the big ticket works inside. Rashard Lewis has to hold him down, or he gets a nasty flush and a putback.
Garnett with the free throw up and in. Kevin Garnett, 25 points, 10 boards, 5 assists. The elite big men. Duncan, 2-time defending NBA champion. Jermaine O'Neal, 21 points, 10 rebounds. Duncan, 23-13. Kevin Garnett, nearly 25 points, 14 rebounds, leads the league in rebounding, does Garnett, and he is 4th in scoring, and 5 assists. I would think would put him up in the top 5 among 4s and 5s in assists per ball game. Technical foul whistled on Lewis. It was only a matter of time as he chews on Steve Javi. Hudson goes to the line and hits the technical foul shot.
Excuse me, Kevin. I would say that's pretty accurate because Divac and Brad Miller, as a combination, average right around 10 assists a game, and that's, I don't think that's ever been done between 2 7-footers in NBA history. 6'10" or better. And this guy does such a tremendous job at 7'1" of seeing over the defenses and then making the right decisions on his passing.
Garnett missed the second free throw, but it came right back to the shooter, and that is an absolute no-no. Screen the shooter. Here's Garnett now with it. Turns and fades and hits. Kevin Garnett is just unstoppable. 27 points for Garnett. 37 minutes logged in for this man, chiseled from Obsidian. 2:59 remaining in the ballgame. And the Wolves leading by 16, 102-86. Timeout on the floor. We'll step aside and return in a moment. Here to the key on the Sonics Broadcasting Network. 9-3. Minnesota 9 of 12. Seattle 3 for 4. Minnesota taking a 16-point lead. 2:56 remaining. Ray Allen with the basketball. Working Latrell Sprewell down the right side. Drew the double. Kick out to Rednauer for 3. Floats off the back rim. Rebound jab by Lewis in the interior, but it's grabbed by Hoiberg. And now Minnesota will bring it ahead. Minnesota shooting 49% tonight from the field. They've out-rebounded the Sonics 43 to 34. Minnesota, after turning the ball over repeatedly in the first quarter, just has 8 for the game tonight. They've been nearly flawless in the second half. 6 to shoot. Garnett with it. 2:26 remaining. Garnett on the baseline, a floater. Got it. Man, oh man. Long range fall away Jimmy. Kevin Garnett, 29 points, 10 rebounds for Garnett, who lists at 6'11 and 240.
Can you say clinic?
That's something sweet. Here's Radmanovich for 3. That's short. Rebound to Hoiberg.
And you talk about all those other things that Minnesota did well, not turning the ball over, but they tightened the proverbial screws. The Sonics only shooting 35% here in the second half after shooting 56 in the first.
Minnesota extended the defense.
They give you that, lull you into that false sense of security that you can score on them. And then all of a sudden, when it's game time, they just tighten up on you like the jaws.
That was rather dramatic. I wish we had a camera on you. You were into that role just now, man.
I don't think you understand. This is a movie. He changed his.
What's your motivation, my brother? 18-point lead now for Minnesota with 1:50 remaining. Well, it's just as here's Allen driving into the lane to the glass, laying it in with the left hand. He drew the foul, and he will head to the line. Allen continues to drive to the middle and drive Minnesota crazy. 33 points for Ray.
And what I think is great about this for Ray Allen, Kevin, he's been beat up most of the season by defenses, and tonight he's really played through the contact really well. And I think this bodes well for the Sonics in the remaining 18 games that he's responded this way offensively. Now they've got to get Rashard Lewis back to his scoring average. They need to have his point production, particularly in games like this.
Allen with 34 points, 6 of 8 shooting from the line, and Minnesota now will bring it up. Here's Hudson to midcourt, lobs it ahead to Trenton Hassel, makes the extra pass to Sprewell in the corner. 1:36 left in the ball game. 104-89 the count. Sprewell standing outside, checked by Lewis. Sprewell has been the man in the second half offensively for Minnesota in that run toward the end of the third quarter, and then in the early moments of the fourth, it was Sprewell who really sped the tempo and bothered the Sonics. 31 points for Sprewell tonight. And the inbound, Spree will take it. Popped out of his hand, saved by Lewis, spiked it off to Sprewell and out of bounds. Sprewell with 19 of his 31 garnered here in the second half, making one of the few errors tonight.
And Garnett and Sprewell have combined for 60 points.
Allen pivots into Trenton Hassel. Hassel on the contact fell. Allen steps over him, and Trenton Hassel is called for the foul. The tripping foul is the 4th on Trenton Hassel. Allen will go to the line, and a technical foul now whistled on Troy Hudson of Minnesota.
And Trenton Hassel says, not only is he lighting me up, he just elbowed me in the face to add insult to injury. And then he gets whistled for the technical foul. Ray Allen, really frustrating. I think one of the better defensive players, up-and-coming defensive players in the NBA.
Yeah, he's taking him apart tonight. Allen with 35 points, 7 rebounds, 3 of 4 to make that 13 of 24 from the field, 7 of 9 from the line. Has reasserted himself offensively tonight.
And Kevin, when you play against great offensive players in this league, there's nights you can go play great defense and then they still light you out. I can remember one night my rookie year playing against Calvin Murphy. I shut him down in the preseason. That's one of the reasons I made the team. Opening game in Kemper Arena with the Kings. He comes in. He's light Phil Ford up. Cotton fits in and says, go get him, Mac. He shut him down in the preseason. Into the night, 42 points. Murph said, young fella, he told me last time, I just had to hook you and put you back in line.
Yeah, put you back in your box. Allen hits 2 free throws.
And it wasn't a jack in the box either.
Allen with 37 points. Hits a couple of free throws. Minnesota will bring it up. 104-92 the count. 1:12 left in the ball game. Sprewell off to the left side to Hoiberg. Minnesota 20-10 coming in, the second winningest team on the road in the NBA. The Sonics at 16-17 at home have the second worst record in the West at home, only to Phoenix. They are the only 2 teams under 500 at home in the Western Conference of the NBA, and it'd be hard pressed to explain to you why that is. Hudson is fouled going into the lane, and Troy Hudson now at the line.
And what makes Troy Hudson so difficult to defend, Kevin, he has tremendous quickness with the basketball, but if you back off of him, he also has the ability to knock down the outside shot with regularity. Kings 46-16 on the year. The Wolves 44-19. Fighting for the home court. Spurs 42-22. Lakes 41-22.
And they lost tonight, the Spurs did. Here's Hudson with 57 seconds left. Hit the first but missed the second. Hudson now with 13 on the night. Up come the Sonics. 53 seconds left in the ball game. 105-92 the count. Right now off the screen from Lewis. Too much dribbling. Hudson with the steal. Dreadlocks flowing into front court. Hudson will take it off to the sideline. Now will dribble the width of the floor with Rednauer on it. 38 seconds remaining. Sonics played hard. They played tough. But Minnesota is a better team, a much better team, and they are an elite squad. This is why. Finishing time, Minnesota put the clamps down. Sprewell from three, missed it. Rebound Trenton Hassel off the shoulder of Radmanovic right to Hassel. 19 seconds remaining in the ball game, and Minnesota will let it work down. 105-92 the score here. The Minnesota Timberwolves will win it by 13. Hoiberg will stand, and that will be that with 6-5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The Sonics are losers here again tonight at home to go 16-18 at home, 27-37 on the year. 10 games under 500 is the lowest under 500 the Sonics have been since the 85 season. Tonight they lose to Minnesota 45-19 on the year, 105-92 on the Sonics Broadcasting Network.